The little things, get into those settings and customize it to your heart's content. Make yourself at home and tell me how you like it. Find your feng shui, your mojo, get your groove on, man. Personally, as an ADC player, I like a lot of open space in mine with some critical information on the fringes. But perhaps your role or preference requires you to have more information in your face, so you choose this style of HUD. I like to call the central style of HUD very popular with mid laners. And by popular, I mean I can think of two that use this style. Over time, you probably will change your mouse sensitivity and you may tweak a key binding or two, but for the most part, try not to touch anything. Get used to your own stuff. Once you're comfortable, let that muscle memory develop. And yes, I will answer that question that has been nagging the back of your head this whole time. Why does my game look like Play-Doh? See, it's all the rad these days with the pros. The pros? I meant the poor. Press F8 in game and you will know why. I am choosing frames over graphics. I am choosing consistency over beauty. Number 2 or 4, depending on which way the order's going. I don't think I established that. Get a quick rundown of the gods. You gotta know what they do. You gotta know their passives, their abilities, their hobbies, their favorite books, their favorite movies. Press on the character, go to this little abilities tab. Look, they even have a video now. Your generation is spoiled. Back in my day, we had to read going uphill both ways before the smallpox killed us. And this is sort of like a double tip, but it kind of goes together. Know the enemy, know yourself. Pick one of the 5 roles and learn them to the very basics. You don't have to be amazing, just don't be trash. Then pick one more role to be above average in and one final role to specialize in. Knowing what the other roles want of your specialty role and what the other roles on the other team are going to want to do to you, you don't want to deny yourself that information. Number 3, haha, doesn't matter which way the order's going, we're in the middle now. Communication, communicating information, knowing when to give it, knowing when to receive it, knowing when to say enough is enough. You have to be on point with your VGS, with your pings, and maybe you're in voice chat. Tell me when the ults are down, tell me when the actives are down, and for the love of God, tell me when the enemy's missing. An ally has been slain. Uh-oh, enemy missing. Oh, don't worry, I found him. He's dancing on my head. The more information you have, the more you will take out guesswork from your game plan. That means at the same time you are minimizing risk and maximizing reward. Unfortunately, sometimes you just have to say no mas, my friend. And sometimes you will find some people will offer little to nothing in the ways of communication and maybe be downright detrimental. Cut your losses, mute them. Number 2 or 4, we're back to this nonsense. Watch the pros, bro, the professional players, dude. You know, the guys who do this for a living. Take into account everything that they do, but ask yourself why? Why are they doing this? Don't emulate them. Understand, reason, why are they doing these things? Mechanics are very easy to improve. You just go in the game and you throw things out and you aim and you miss less and you practice and practice. A lot of your decision making in Smite gets refined through trial and error, so why not listen to someone who has trialed and errored and refined their playstyle before you? Stand on the shoulders of these giants. You don't have to make the stupid mistakes that we did. Not a bad idea to go through them, it builds character. And the top suggestion that is 100% guaranteed to make you better at Smite immediately is subscribing to the Spacestation Gaming Smite channel. Although it's not actually my top suggestion, it is not a bad idea. It too builds character. But if I could only tell you one thing that would help you improve, it would be your attitude. It is so difficult to have a proper attitude when it comes to dealing with other people and improving yourself and learning the game. So difficult to achieve that it has cut short the careers of many professional players over many games. Your communication, your mechanics, your game sense, all of it goes into the trash if you have a bad attitude. And I'm not talking about an aggressive attitude. Being aggressive is okay depending on who you're working with. But by bad, I mean you're uncooperative, you're selfish, and you refuse to improve. Why can't I get out of silver? Why can't I get out of plat? Why do I always get these bad teammates? Because I know if you're focusing on how everybody else is worse than you, you're not focusing on how you can improve yourself. You can always fix something, you can always make something closer to perfect. Because by the logic of I'm better than everyone else around me, you don't have to change because there's always going to be someone worse than you. You have to focus on being better than you. So switch your mindset to this. There is always something you can do to get better. It is always your fault. And until you have a perfect game, you cannot blame anyone else. And I really doubt you're having perfect games.